all the way from Estonia, guys. I'm here to say we love you. Yeah. So today, we decided to like have a brief conversation. So I have someone here very special and very beautiful. Okay, guys. Today we're going to talk about like a few things in relation to studying in Lithuania and how she came here, what she's doing at the moment, the challenges she faced while she came here, the immigration issues, her working for all those things, all the necessities we need to put together why how she came here and where she's coming from and how she was able to get a visa. After which we are going to call it like an end to this video. I think a friend of mine want to come out from the door. Don't open that door. So guys, as I was saying, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to welcome you guys. Okay, this is Tifo. Tifo, we're glad to have you here.
Thank you.
First and foremost, what's the meaning of your name?
No, our names don't have meaning. What?
You serious?
Yeah.
Okay, so where are you from?
Well, I'm from Cameroon.
Oh, nice to meet you. So guys, I'm in Estonia and I met her, she's from Cameroon. So how did you come to do, how did you hear about Estonia?
Well, actually, I have a friend that to study here in Estonia. So when when I was about to travel, he made some inquiries and he said Estonia is a very good place. And I had to go through the country to make more inquiries about it. And I don't like crowded places. Actually, I like a place that it has less populated. So I thought it was good enough for me and I had to apply.
Okay, so did you apply from Cameroon directly to?
Yeah, I did apply from Cameroon.
In terms of the school, you did it for yourself or used an agent?
Well, actually, he did it for me. But there were certain things I had to, traveling, you must be a very pushful person to travel. You cannot just depend solely on somebody to do it by himself. You need to also there's a lot of things you have to do, like the follow up, sending messages. It's not that easy as you think that you just sit and follow the procedures. There are a lot of things you need to do. You need to try to see that you contact your school, you talk to various departments of people in charge of the admission process.
Okay, so for you to come to this place, did you use English proficiency test?
Well, it was really, it was one of our requirements for my university, but actually I did use my English proficiency. I wrote the English exams, but actually I didn't use it because I was supposed to apply to Tallinn University, but it was too late. I was caught up with the deadline and I had to apply to mine.
Okay, so what's the name of your university?
Estonia Entrepreneurship University of Applied Sciences.
Guys, if you're conversant and you've been following my channel, I talked about that university. That university is good, but like the school fees is like, it's not for the weak or for the faint hearted. Don't try yourself. So let's go further. So how did you get your visa to come to Estonia all the way from Cameroon?
Well, it wasn't that easy. The whole procedure was so hectic. But considering the fact that India is visa free for Cameroonians, I had to put.
Guys, did you hear that all Cameroonians seeing this video? India is visa free for you, so you can get Estonian visa in India. Okay.
It's actually visa free, so I had to buy, you have to book the date for the embassy. You go to the website and they give electronic visa. It costs almost 50,000 francs for Cameroonians. I don't really know how to convert it to euros. But in euros it's equivalent to 35 euros or something.
Oh wow, that's pretty cheap.
No, it's like 65 euros or 75 euros.
Okay.
Yeah. That is it. So later on, after I did that, I went to go Cameroon. Before you want to go to India, you must do your yellow fever test. I did it, and that was just all. Bought the flight ticket, and I went to India. It was actually so easy, not stressful, because I had the electronic visa. Even though we had a lot of checkups, but it was still easier for us because we had a valid document.
I see. So apart from that, when you left Cameroon, did you leave with things like police character, all those documents?
Yeah, when leaving Cameroon, I had to first of all A friend of mine here bought me insurance. You need to have insurance, you need to have bank statement of your sponsor. Yeah, if you're married, it should build your husband's bank statement. If you're not married, it can bear your father, your mom, or something like that. And then with some alarms and with a yellow fever card. So that just, I think those are all the things I needed. If you're married, you have to go with your marriage certificate.
Oh, interesting. So guys, we're going for that. This is like specifically like for Cameroonians. I know Ghanaians are going to be like, what about Ghana people? Hey guys, take it easy, okay? It's not easy shooting video like yeah, we're taking it like one step at a time. So here we are, boom. You got your visa and you're in Estonia. How is Estonia? How are you surviving here? Like,
Well,
how is this place for you? Coming from
when
Africa?
we came from Africa, it wasn't that easy because we came here on the like 7th of February 2020, which was very hectic. The outbreak of the COVID, it wasn't easy. So we had to study for a month, then later on we went on lockdown. So it was very difficult and stressful to get a job.
Wow.
Very difficult. We had to do a lot of odd jobs, like some of us went to the berries farm to harvest strawberries. It wasn't that easy. We slept in containers just to see how we can cope with the lifestyle. You know, we all have bills to pay, we all have to give ourselves food, clothes, so it wasn't that easy. Come traveling abroad, our parents have spent a lot of money and you can't just come to start asking them coming back home. So you need to try to at least to do something that you can take care of yourself.
So guys, like arriving here with the outbreak of the virus, the COVID-19, like she said, it was like pretty hectic and not like smooth when she came in. So apart from that, how do you see the people, the Estonian people? What kind of people would you say these people are?
Well, I would say Estonian people, they are reserved. They are so reserved. They don't. I like them for me. People don't like it, but I like the fact that they are reserved. They will not want to talk to you, and that shows that they said. We did make some inquiries about their lifestyle, and they said that Estonia is very too cool. There was a time that they need to always walk and attack a lot of people who, I don't know if it was in terms of associating or what, but they said they like to keep their space. Even if you go to the bus stop, you find people just standing, and they're indeed very grateful. Like, they don't even need to maintain the 2x2 social distancing because by their culture and laws that they are already maintaining
So
it's really cool. So they are reserved people. They don't talk much. They are quiet and they're also hardworking people.
Oh, that's good. She likes it here. So what do you have to say in terms of working and studying?
Well, in terms of working, like I just said, when we came here, it was not that easy. But now there are a lot of jobs. Here and there, you can get whatever you need, whatever you want. If you can work hard, the only thing you should have is a CV. You should have experience. If not experience, there are companies that are willing to train you if you are willing to learn. So there are a lot of jobs. It's not easy for me, but the one thing I like about Estonia is the fact that Estonia doesn't give time restrictions like the number of hours.
So what? Yeah, it's limitless.
Yes, it's less. You don't have a certain limits of
Unlike
hours.
in Estonia, you just have to work. If you're a bachelor's, you have to work for 20 hours per week. If you're a master's, you have to work full time, which is 40 hours. But in Estonia, like she's trying to say, international students are allowed to work limitless. Peradventure doesn't affect your studies.
Your studies, yeah, actually, because my school, you have to always answer your names, sign your names. You cannot even fake it. Someone cannot fake your signature, so it's always good. And at times, the police do make investigations. If you see at the end of the year, they always like there's a place in the model when you can check the number of absentees. Yes. The period, or if you're absent school, you will see it. If you're not going to school, you will see it. So it's always good for you to do that you can do and not to absent from school.
Okay, so you guys can hear it. It's always good for you to be working and trying to go to school because for those of you that are coming with the mindset of I'm going to come to Estonia and boom, I'll just dump the school and move to work. Hell no, it's not working, guys. It's not working. So you just try to balance work and studies and make sure you don't have immigration issues. So what is the salary like? How much is like the salary?
Well, at first the salary was really low, but now I think Estonia, it's one of Estonia. Let me tell you something about Estonia. Estonia is that one country that really encourages startup. They really like to
startup.
They encourage startup a lot, and they really, I think think that the rate of technology here is very high.
Very advanced,
Yeah, I think they are growing gradually. At first, before we came, we had to pay an hour for 3.5 euro. But now, believe me, there are jobs for 7 euro per hour. Considering the living standards, because the living standard is quite very cheap, you can get a very good place to lay your head for about 108 euro, like the school hostel. They are very cheap, and then food, everything very cheap, clothes very cheap. So I think that minimum wage is okay as compared to the living standard. So it's quite, it blends together.
Wow. So since you came back, you kind of experienced any kind of racism?
Well, racism is common. It's something that you just need to accept it, because seeing street people, Estonia is a country that they never, if you look at the rate at which blacks are in this country, they're not as compared to Finland or Sweden. They're just trying to get used to blacks. So I think that for you to travel, you should just know that worldwide, even in Africa, there's always racism. Racism in Europe is called tribalism in Africa. That is it. You must always face some circumstances where you feel like you're discriminated. So I think it's just the same. So the thing is just be focused, be pushful, to just forget about that and just do that you can do and be you.
Okay. So in regards to this, we've talked about the school, we talked about work, we talked about racism, we talked about quest for survival, how someone can survive. So what is that advice you're going to give to anyone coming from Cameroun?
Well, the advice I'll give to all those coming to Estonia, I'll try to tell them that first of all, they should try to get a good grade. Yeah, first of all, a good grade. You should also try to write IELTS, the International English exams, and secondly, you should look for a good school that will. I think that it's expensive to go to particular schools, but I think that everybody, you have a dream, you have what you want, you know what you want to achieve, you know what, if you're in an entrepreneurship school, if you're that, you know what you want to achieve. So just be focused where you are, hard work, and don't give up, because your journey is too hectic. You need to go through a lot of procedures. After submitting your admission, if you're accepted from that school, your documents need to be sent to the itinerary. After your Skype interview, traveling to India, taking all this big journey is not an easy job. So I think that when you're coming to Estonia, you should be patient, you shouldn't give up, and you should also trust God.
Guys, you've heard it, or this is my video. Like I told you guys, I always make sure I bring you guys fresh content, undiluted, so to say. Thank you so much, Tifu, for being part of our talk show today. So girl, is your girl great fit? Also guys, like you've heard it, all my Cameroonian friends, she has already told you, we've already talked extensively what you should do and how you should prepare to come from your country. Like most of them are really running away from English proficiency tests. So guys, you have a life ahead of you. All you have to do is just to bring your head together, get your ass together, like I always say, and take the English proficiency test. Because when you do that, you have a lot of opportunities to be able to study all around Europe. So apart from that, there are also cheaper school fees. I've already said this. I've showed you guys like so many videos. Okay, so it's left for you to make your decision. If today is the first time you're coming across any kind of my video, hit the notification button, subscribe, and it's your girl Griffith. We are just saying peace out.